Hi everyone and welcome back to the Autodesk Inventor tutorial series, and for this video lesson today we're going to be going over project geometry and we're going to be going over construction lines. So construction lines are these lines right here. They seem like normal lines but they're not, because if I finish the sketch, for example, right now, and I try to, for example, extrude these separate pieces, it's not possible for me to do so. They're all construction lines, and with construction lines what that does essentially is it doesn't allow for you to make any sort of edits with them. It's as if they don't exist. They're just for construction only. Your final project doesn't construct them. So like at construction sites, they have orange cones, they have traffic men there, but once the project is finished, all that is gone. And then we're also going to be talking about project geometry, which is this thing right here, this fancy yellow line right here that doesn't really touch the bottom back here, and we'll show you what that is and why that's useful today. So let's go ahead and create a new part, and we're just going to go ahead and create this kind of brick mushroom shape. I think that's probably the simplest example to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a simple 2x5 with a rectangle, 2x5, and we'll finish the sketch. We'll extrude that by 1 inch is fine. And then we're going to make a sketch on this surface right here and just extend that out by, I don't know, a couple of inches, like so. Finish, extrude again, and we're going to hit OK. Now, I'm going to make a third sketch, and that's going to go on right here. And essentially what I want now is I want kind of like a wall that would cover this surface right here. So I want something right here, but I want it so that the person, if they're looking at it from this face, they won't be able to see this surface right here. So but we'll talk about construction lines first. So we could always come up here to this little tool right here. It says construction changes, select sketch geometry to construction geometry, or creates new geometry as sketch construction geometry. Select sketch objects and activate the command, or activate the command and create new sketch construction geometry. Now, so that sounds really complicated, but that's just a big fancy way of saying that the line or whatever is being drawn is not going to count towards anything. So I can do anything with the construction lines. I can make construction lines, I can make construction circles, I can make construction arcs. So essentially everything in here is eligible for construction lines, and you can see I can finish this, and if I were to extrude this, nothing would happen. They're construction, they're fake. They're not fake, but they're guiding lines essentially. And so now what I want to do is I want to create my face. So what I'm going to do is, you would think, okay, well, I'm just going to draw a line from here on down, like so. Or let's say I only wanted to cover half the face, and I just wanted, for example, from here to here. However, in this example, it snaps pretty easily. But if you can see, right now I have free reign of where to put this point. And sometimes when you're working on more complex projects, it happens like this, where it doesn't exactly snap the easiest and you can accidentally do something like that, and that's not what you want, because that obviously doesn't cover the surface. So to get it precisely and to make it more easier and have more tools at your disposal, you're going to come up here, you're going to click this tool, Project Geometry. We can read the description if it decides to pop up. So it projects edges, vertices, work features, loops, and curves from existing objects onto the current sketch plane. So when we made this, that was made in Sketch 1, and it's not currently right now in Sketch 3. So we want this line in Sketch 3, so we're going to click this, and we're going to do that, and the line turns yellow, and now, as you can see, it easily snaps compared to this, whereas it kind of takes a few mananglings, whereas this I can just, okay, right there, boom, got it, and then drag it like that. And sometimes, and you'll know when you need to use project geometry. In this case, I can just kind of find this point right here and drag it down, but there are some cases where it literally won't snap at all. It'll just show this X and Y completely, and you won't feel a snap. And that's when you know you need to use project geometry. You need to project the surface onto your current sketch so that you can use it to drag as such. So we are going to drag down like this from here, and then we can also, as you can see, this line is now yellow, which means that it is now projected. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to come back around like so, and come down. Now it looks like it's filled in, but you need to make sure that you actually do it. Now that's completed. That is a completed surface, and we can see if we look on the side like so. So we'll finish, and now we can extrude, and we can extrude this just 0.1 inches because we just need to make it a wall like that. We'll click OK. And on the right, we can see, okay, yes, there are two distinct pieces, but over here you can see it looks like just as it was before. And that is essentially what construction lines and project geometry are. So thanks so much for watching this lesson, and